This opening chant was a last-minute addition after the events of this week. I don't want to say too much about it, lest I lose my composure. But with deep gratitude for Abigail Bengtson, who wrote the chant, and for all the artists who help give voice to our spirits when we need it most. Feel free to rise if you feel called. Feel free to stomp your feet if you feel called. Make some fists. Make up any harmony you want. Yell in rhythm, whatever feels good to you. It goes like this. We will not, we will not, we will not be controlled. We are sovereign in our bodies. We are sovereign in our souls. We will not, we will not, we will not be controlled. We are sovereign in our bodies. We are sovereign in our souls. We will not, we will not, we will not be controlled. We are sovereign in our bodies. We are sovereign in our souls. We will not, we will not, we will not be controlled. We are sovereign in our bodies. We are sovereign in our souls. We will not, we will not, we will not be controlled. We are sovereign in our bodies. We are sovereign in our souls. We will not, we will not, we will not be controlled. We are sovereign in our bodies. We are sovereign in our souls.
Walking through life, it's just not that easy. Trouble and sorrow come in with no reason. Same old in a world that's been broken. Don't you need a song? Don't you need a welcome, welcome?
With this moment of grace, come in, you're welcome. In the peace of this place, we say welcome. In the darkness and the light, we share a welcome. Through the morning and the night, these doors are open. Welcome, welcome. We come newborn with opening hearts. We are one love, and love never stops. We share one mood, one breath and one moment, with thrown open arms. Welcome. Somehow all things will fall into beauty. Somehow the light comes and shines right through you and me. Almighty love has its own unfolding. Just hold on to the ones you love and sing a never-ending welcome, welcome. Beyond politics and faith, come in, you're welcome. Beyond the walls of fear and shame, we
just not that easy. Trouble and sorrow coming with no reason. Same old in a world that's been broken. Don't you need a song? Don't you need a welcome, welcome? We come newborn with opening hearts. We are one love, and love never stops. We share one mood, one breath, and one moment with thrown open arms. We come newborn with opening hearts. We are one love, and love never stops. We share one mood, one breath, and one moment with thrown open arms. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome indeed. Thank you very much. Good morning and welcome to the Boulder Valley Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. I am Scott Yeomans and I'm joined today by Tad Koryath on piano, singing with Amy Austin, Debbie Larson, Shelley Bernard, and Emily Koryath. Our tech team, Larry Sherwood, Deborah Mensch, and Don Price on Zoom. Thank you, Don. Their behind-the-scenes support is what allows us all to be together, whether we are here in person or on Zoom. And of course, you, the ones who make this a beloved community. As I say our welcome words today, I invite those of you on Zoom to shift into gallery mode. And for those of you here to take a look around and see if you can guess who's underneath the mask. You are all welcome here today. In all the beauty of languages, cultures, skin tones, shapes, and sizes that come together in your uniqueness, you are welcome. In all the ways you experience and express gender, you are welcome here. In the beauty that is who you love and how you love, you are welcome here. And in all the ways you make your living and the places you are from, you are welcome here. With all the traditions that inform your spiritual life, you are welcome here. No matter how long you are away, nor how soon you will return, you are welcome here. You are invited to join us with an open mind, a loving heart, and willing hands. We welcome you today. We acknowledge that the land surrounding us is stolen territory of the Arapaho people, and that many tribes roamed freely on this land for millennia before the arrival of white settlers. We commit ourselves to being a center for spiritual exploration and justice making, and to anti-racism and anti-oppression work within and beyond our congregation. If you are new here, we are so glad you found us and hope that we are so glad you found us and hope that in this virtual community you can experience the warmth and love of this congregation. Each Sunday is different here, so please come back a few times to really get to know us. We have many opportunities during the week for social engagement and spiritual growth. Those on Zoom can check the links in the chat to help you get connected. Those in person can find our newcomer form on the QR code in the back of your hymnal, or stop by the welcome table in our foyer to get connected. And I actually don't think we have hymnals today, so stop by the welcome table. Finally, if there are any new visitors on Zoom who would like to introduce themselves in the chat, please do. We love to know who's among us. And if there are visitors in the sanctuary today who'd like to introduce yourselves, please raise your hand, and I'd invite David to bring a microphone to you. Do we have any new visitors today who'd like to introduce themselves? All right. We will not be having coffee hour today, but you are invited to stay and chat after the service. For those of you on Zoom, if you have a chalice at home, I invite you to light it now. I also invite you to type into the chat chalice lit, and then where you are from, so we know where all our chalices are. Now, please join us in our chalice lighting words. We light this chalice, warmth of love, the light of truth, and the energy of action. I'll now sing our bowl again, inviting it to draw you deeper into the present moment and this, our beloved community. As I mentioned earlier, every service is different, and today is particularly different. We will be streaming the worship service from our General Assembly in Portland, Oregon. This past week, our Association of Congregations, of which this fellowship is a part, has been meeting with their has been meeting for their General Assembly, or GA. This is the annual business meeting of the association. It's where it's a mixture of meetings, workshops, opportunities for caucusing, connection, and worship. Later this year, we'll have a worship service dedicated to the experience of this year's General Assembly from those who are there in person now or who are attending virtually. This morning, we will continue to have beautiful music. We will sing. We will share our joys and concerns, and then we will share worship with those gathered in Portland. And now I invite us into our time of community connection and our time of sacred sharing. If you are on Zoom and you'd like to share a joy or concern, please type into the chat window, sending it to everyone, and let us know briefly what is in your heart today. I will read it aloud. David will add a stone to our sacred waters on your behalf. If you're in the sanctuary today, you can come up front and share your joy or concern using the microphone. You can also always add a stone in silence. And in either case, please let us know your name and where you are from when you share. All right, and I'd ask David to add one more very large stone for the joys and concerns that continue to rest in the silent sanctuaries of our hearts. So today we are working with the General Assembly in Portland, and that broadcast is going to begin in about 2 minutes. So normally we might have a pastoral prayer or hymn here, but I'm going to continue forward into some announcements, and then we'll begin streaming. So I have 2 announcements. First, next week, on July 3rd, after the service, there will be an opportunity to chat with Reverend Lydia, our minister. Also today during GA, we will encourage you to participate in their offering we'll invite you to participate in their offering. Now let's get ready for the service, which will begin in just a couple of minutes. This might be a good time to visit the restroom or get a refreshment before it begins. For folks joining us on Zoom, we will be streaming the service, and you can watch it right here on Zoom. But if you're noticing technical problems and would like to watch the live stream on your own for better video quality, please see the Zoom chat for the link where you can do so. We will let our chalice extinguish itself, and our service will end with the closing of the GA service.